It is just so easy to just be nice to people, to just be kind. I don't understand some people that just can't be nice, just can't be kind to one another. I I'm more so kinda just sitting here talking about social media in general, and I understand that, it's the internet. There's so many people on the internet, and, like, when I was younger, I used to kinda think the same way that, people don't owe me anything. I don't owe anybody anything either, so just talk your shit. Just say whatever. It's not, it's the internet type of thing. But the longer and the older that I've gotten, the more I don't know if maybe I wanna sit here and say the more sensitive I've gotten, which I really, really am trying my best to really just think and take that term in a not a bad way, because I feel like social media and just the media in general has always, and like I guess this younger generation has kind of looked at the term sensitive in a very bad light, and it's kind of messed with my head a little bit. But I don't know what it is, but when I see people get treated such a bad way, or even it could just be the slightest little thing, like what is what's like the like another term for like secondhand embarrassment, but with like I guess it's kind of the same as like when you were a kid and if you saw someone getting bullied and you wanted to stand up for them. It's kind of the same thing like that, but it's like a secondhand embarrassment type of thing. Like you are sitting back and you notice it and you know what I mean? Like hopefully you guys know what I'm trying to say. I have been getting that way so much with people and just noticing things about people with like mental health and everything, and just trying to be nice to each other, like trying to be nice to one another. Like I see so many people get treated so poorly for no reason whatsoever, when you have no idea what's going on in their head. You have no idea what's going on in their day-to-day life. You have no idea what could be happening. And I know it's such a cliche thing to say, to be like, oh, you never know what can make someone smile. You never know who needs a smile. You never know who needs to hear something that you want to say to them. That's such a cliche thing to say, even though it is very true. I'm also just kind of talking about, like I said, social media. Recently, I have been following so many other mental health content creators to kind of like just, grasp the ground of this content side of, the internet, I guess, mental health and everything like that, and kind of see where I can fit in with trying to create things and trying to be relatable with storytelling and stuff like this on this channel. But I would say one of the biggest things that it really, really irks me and it really pisses me off is when people comment stuff under people's posts in such a negative light. There was a post that I saw a few days ago on Facebook where this girl had been making videos about schizophrenic episodes, and she had like a camera set up in her house. I think that's a great idea. I think that's a great way to spread awareness and let other people know that if they're dealing with these episodes, they're not alone. Like, and it also helps her by spreading awareness and spreading the way that she has to deal with everyday life. And some of the comments under some of her posts are fucking insane. Like, such a negative way of like trying to say that she's like faking things, or like that's not the way it works, even though they don't deal with it themselves. And it's like, oh, that doesn't look real and stuff. I'm like, bro, how are you gonna sit there and tell someone the way that they feel and the way that they deal with something? How are you gonna be a dick and an asshole to somebody like that? Like, they're on there being vulnerable, trying to show somebody and show people their scary side of their everyday life, hoping to spread awareness to spread to other people that also might deal with that, letting them know that they're not alone. And you're gonna comment like asshole type stuff, like, and I see it so much, and it's just like that like I almost put myself into the creator's foot, like they're into their shoes, and think like, "Oh my god, what would I feel if I just got a comment like that?" Like, or if I just like, and I know people are probably thinking like, "Oh my god, you can't let that stuff get to you. You can't be sensitive. You can't, blah 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 blah." I understand that, and I really, really wish that I couldn't let that get to me, that type of stuff get to me. Like, I have always, always, always been somebody that I'm a people pleaser. I am, and I guess part of this BPD stuff is like the smallest, littlest things will set me off in my brain and set off my brain. It could be the smallest thing, it could be somebody's facial reaction. That is part of BPD. Facial reactions, noticing the way somebody reacts to something, or and you just that completely changes your mood. No, honestly, I didn't realize how much that affected me until a few years ago when I met my girlfriend, and she kind of felt the same way with, like, noticing certain people's reactions, and that based her mood, and like the way that people cared about their day, and that based the way that she felt about things. And I never realized how much I did the same thing until I spoke to her about it and noticed how much it affected her. And I'm like, wow, this that affects me too. Like that, I feel the same way. I go through that exact same thing. And to see people online and to see people in the media space like just talk down on people so much is just so disheartening. And then, like, I swear to God, I hope I never see any of those motherfuckers say anything about their own mental health. Like, you cannot talk down on somebody for their mental health and then go around and try to talk about your own mental health, and as if like what you did to that other person was a good thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to word it exactly, but like if somebody tears somebody down for their mental health, they better not go around and like when they're dealing with something really bad, expect more than, you know what I mean? Like they should not expect, like, there's a reason why people don't talk out about their mental health. Men's mental health is such a big thing because of how men are, and like how men are to each other and how men treat each other. Like 99% of men out there cannot talk to their friends, their guy friends, about mental health and how what they're dealing with. They can, you just can't. 99% of men out there are not able to talk to each other or any other male out there really, like, and that's just how it is. Unfortunately, it's so unfortunate that it's that way, but when people are online and commenting things under people's posts like that, like, that's part of it. Like, no wonder people don't wanna be able to they're gonna get absolutely clowned if they try to talk out about their mental health. I feel that way all the time now. Like I mentioned in one of my other videos, talking about it on here, I swear to God, I hope no one from around my area or nobody that I went to school or no male from around my area ever finds these videos, because I know the way that I will be treated. It's how it is, and it's so unfortunate that it's that way, and I just think it is not hard to be nice. It is not hard to be kind, and just keep your goddamn mouth shut if something bad like that happens, like, or sorry, not if something bad like that happens, but, like, keep your mouth shut if you have some type of a crazy opinion over somebody's mental health, or you feel the need to comment on somebody's mental health like that. Like, yeah, I hope you realize that that does nothing good for that person. Like, that does nothing good. That's not I feel like we as people should want other people to succeed and want other people to get somewhere in life and be happy and healthy and not in a bad mental state. How I don't know. I'm just gonna continue to end up rambling on about this stuff, but it is something that has just been bothering me so, so much recently, and I know people are gonna say, like, "Oh, you can't let social media get to you. You can't let the comments for people to get to you and stuff," but it's not even just necessarily that. It's just like I said, I put my feet in somebody else's shoes that could be feeling a certain way, and I just know that that person, if they feel any way that I feel, or if they've dealt with the things that I've dealt with, they will like, they're not gonna feel good about what that was. So, it's just more of that. It's not necessarily letting it get to me necessarily, but it's more of like, I hate that they said that to that person. So, I don't know. It's just been eating away at me whenever I see that stuff online.